Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at some Karens and some interesting moments and some wholesome moments as well. But before we get started, just make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So in this video, we have this lady that sells soaps in the streets, and I'm guessing they're handmade soaps. So the area she's selling in is a beach area, and there's a restaurant nearby. So the restaurant owners decides to come out and tell her to leave while calling 911. But let's take a look and let me know what you think.
How you doing? Hey, when you call the police down to the causeway, we have a woman that have asked to leave south. She's selling soaps.
These are the rules we have to follow by.
Okay.
According to the city law, no commerce can be done except for right here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It took us forever to get it, and these are the laws and regulations that we have to follow by.
Yes. See, I wasn't aware. Nobody had told me before. This is my first time being approached, and I just called the sheriff's department as well to.
Yeah, they're already on the way out here.
Oh,
They're on the way.
The sheriff's department is on the way out.
582. Could you just dial this in?
Okay.
582-6200. Okay. And an unlicensed vendor. All right. Thank you very much. Before I hit send, would you like to leave?
Well, see, the thing was, I just wanted to make sure everything was clear. Like, I want to.
You're holding the law in your hand. You're holding.
Well, we have a sheriff on the way out here, so we would like them to tell us. We don't want to be bullied. We don't want to be bullied out of here.
You or anything. I am the vendor. This is very against me.
Okay, well,
you are doing business illegally. You are unlicensed.
How do you know I'm unlicensed?
Show me your license.
Why would I?
Show me your license to do business on that.
But why would you assume that I am unlicensed?
No, I know you're not licensed because I am the licensed contractor for Dunedin Causeway.
Okay, so
they don't give another license, and unless I give it to you, you don't have it. Okay. That's how I know.
See, I wasn't aware of any of this. Nobody has ever told me. You approached me.
Did it ever occur to you to learn the laws of business before you just set up a business?
Well, this is kind of not my business. This is just like I make homemade soap.
It's a business. You're selling money. Do you have a tax ID number?
I do, yes.
All right. Then you're in business.
I have a business for other businesses.
No, for this particular, do you?
No, because this is a hobby. This is a
no. Well, hobby. If you're selling it publicly and collecting money, you are now committing tax fraud. As you sit here and admit to me with this phone going, you are admitting that you are committing tax fraud because you're not paying sales tax on the soap that you sell here. Did you get that on film?
Why would you assume that I'm not doing that?
Because you just told me you don't have a sales tax ID number.
But I could still pay my taxes.
You have to have a sales tax ID number. I've
taxes.
been in business for 50 years.
Okay, I understand. I just don't understand why you're coming at me so rude. You know what I mean?
Because I have been very patient with you. I've watched you for a very long time, hoping that you would just stop. And then I asked you to please
how are
leave.
We supposed to know? Yeah, we got.
Well, you are supposed to do research.
You said pack up all your shit, and you came up very rudely about it.
I said pack up your stuff and please go, and I told you why.
Okay. Well,
I just saw the cops.
No, they're already coming. Yeah, they're already on the way out here. They're already on the way. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that.
I have my paper.
I thought it was given to me.
That's mine.
Well, let her read it first.
I would like
to read it. Inform yourself.
Yes, please. It's always good to educate, but in a proper way, you know. Okay. So you own Dunedin Causeway?
I have the contract on Dunedin Causeway. Dunedin Causeway is owned by the city of Dunedin, and I am their contractor.
So is it public?
Pinellas
County Sheriff's. It's Pinellas. Yeah.
Just pull up Pinellas County
Sheriff's Department. And there's a non-emergency line. Let's see here. Retail, wholesale, food.
Alright, so the second part of this video, this lady comes out very stuck up and claims that she needs to be the one to bring her to the city and vouch for her so that she could get a license. And the woman who sells soap is being very calm about this, and I believe this is why this video went so viral, to the point people found out which restaurant she owns. But let's continue to watch.
We've had sheriffs come up to us before.
Well, and I've not asked them to ask you to leave. I have been most polite and patient. I do.
Well, I mean, I figure this was public property.
It is not.
Oh, okay.
It's owned by Pinellas County.
It is
It's
owned
not?
by Pinellas County, but that does not mean that,
That
you
means
can
it's public
do
property.
a private business
This isn't a
on
private
public
business.
lands. This is a private business. If you're selling something, it's a business.
Oh.
If you are exchanging goods or services for cash or credit, you are in business.
Okay.
You must pay taxes. You must have a tax ID number. You must have a
Yeah,
license.
she pays
You
taxes.
You must
She
have a
has.
license with the city of Dunedin, and you have to ask me. And I have to present you to the city of Dunedin and vouch for you that you're not a criminal.
Oh, so
That you're
so
not-
I'm being profiled now because
No,
she's
you're not
saying
being
she has
profiled.
to
I'm
do that.
telling you what is required for you to do business on Dunedin Causeway.
okay. All right. So what's the requirements? What do I need?
The
to know?
requirement is that you present me.
So what do I need to
You
be able
present
to
me
do this?
with a bid to do business. You go home, you write up a business proposal. You make an appointment to talk to me.
See, how would I know that though? Like
Because you should have done your homework before you just walked out
Well, I
here.
mean, this is a public property,
No,
so
you
we figured.
cannot,
Okay,
you
let me
cannot
ask.
do
Okay.
private business on public lands. It is
We've
illegal
done-
to
we've
do
done it
private
before.
business
if
on
I was
public
over
There's-
there trying to sell soap on you, because
No,
that looks like
any
a
place,
business,
if
right?
you read that, any place on Dunedin Causeway, from where it says "Welcome to Dunedin Causeway" to "Welcome to Honeymoon Island" is what my contract encompasses.
Okay.
So,
Then I guess we'll just see what they say, and then if I'm not allowed, then I'm not allowed, and I
Yeah.
apologize. But I was very unaware. It's not something I knew, you know.
can I ask
If
you
we've
why
done-
you didn't?
Why
Why
didn't
didn't
I know?
find
We've done-
that out?
we've-
Yeah, why did you not
we've
know?
done-
When
we've
I
done
went in
homework
business, I
on
found
this.
this out.
The what?
When I went in business out here, I found this out. I put in a bid. I did everything the way I was supposed to do. I took the time to go, what do I need to do to go into business?
Okay.
Why did you not do this?
Because this isn't my business.
This
But
isn't
you're
full time.
doing
This is a
business.
hobby.
But your little hobby is a business because you are selling something to the public. It's not a hobby. It's no longer a hobby when you're exchanging goods and services
All right.
for monetary gain.
So
it's not a hobby. It's
I've
a
pulled
business.
over on McMullen Booth and off of 19 at gas stations and places like
That's
that.
up to them. That is totally.
And they've always been like, oh, it's fine, you know. I've talked to police officers. It's fine, you know, just as long as like I'm not like soliciting, you know, anything or asking for money, like begging for money. I have a product.
Would you please give me that number, because the number that I gave you is the one that we have direct line.
And I wasn't aware that anybody owned Dunedin Causeway, so I was just like,
Besides Pinellas County.
yeah, so
I'm asking you to leave.
okay.
So the next part of this video, this lady tells 911 that she refuses to leave and that she is acting crazy. Even though the lady selling soaps is calm, I'm gonna attach the video of the end result of what happened once the video went viral, but all this could have been avoided if she just treated the lady selling soap with some respect instead of talking to her like she is beneath her. But that's my opinion. Let's continue to watch.
Well, we would like the sheriffs to tell us to leave, so.
Well, not to tell us.
Now, wait a minute.
if
Before,
what-
before you go there,
Not
isn't
to
that
tell-
kind of rude?
not to tell us-
We
Well-
handed you the law.
Not to
Well,
tell
let
us
me
to
read that.
We
leave.
handed you the opinion of the city attorney. We handed you the opinion of the chief of the.
Okay.
Kind of awesome that
No, I don't
that
mean
you
to
had
be
to believe what
rude.
we had to say.
She
Right there.
just
I just
she
had.
just crossed from the bathroom by the grassy area here. And
I was
she is
completely-
telling me that she's not leaving because she's
I
not
never said I wasn't
everyone
leaving.
in Pinellas County, and
I never
we
said
don't
I
have
wasn't
the right to
leaving.
ask her to leave, and she's not going to go unless the police.
Display of any articles of
I
food,
never said that
beverage on
personally,
public
that's what he
land.
said.
Wait.
See, the thing is, I never said that I wasn't leaving.
yes,
I just
she
said
is.
that
You know,
we've
when
already
she first came
contacted
over
the
and let
sheriff.
me know.
The sheriff told me to stay here. The sheriff told me.
Yeah,
to
we
stay
have
here.
a sheriff
It's
on
not
the way
that,
here.
It's not that was told to leave. She came over here, very rude
I
to me, and then told me to pack my shit up and that this was illegal. And then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna call the sheriff's department to find out. So I did. And then you guys come over with a piece of paper, and then I haven't even fully read it because I'm still talking to her. But I'm not, you know, I just, the sheriff told us to stay put, so that's why I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not leaving, you know, or I'm not saying I'm not going to leave, you know, like I would love to leave, you know, I wouldn't like to cause issues with anybody, but I just would like to know if I am actually truly wrong here, because
I've read those a number of times.
right.
I've had to deal with it. These two have been on the causeway for a very long time, and they have to.
Okay. See, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, this is just a hobby of mine that I'm doing, and I've been doing it for a while.
I do agree with her. Your hobby can bite you in the ass.
Alright, so the end result is that her restaurant got temporarily closed, but let's move on to the next video. Now, in this next one, it takes place on an airplane, and this lady has a physical disability. Since she has crutches, and of course it's logical that she will sometime need assistance from the flight attendant, but things go wrong because this woman decides to be rude to the flight attendant by the way she talks to her and her mannerism. But take a look for yourself and let me know what you think.
But that's fine. But I need my son to be near me. My husband has autism. He can sit by himself. So if you have to put me in that very last spot and I just won't get up, that's fine. But I thank the captain. Can you help me with this and throw that wherever?
Yes. Well, I mean, but you're making so many advances.
No.
Where to go at this point.
Just go. Just leave. I mean, just go. Take off. I'll deal with it afterwards.
Well, we're not going to have this chaos in the air.
Oh, it's not chaos.
It is.
Well, I'm hearing impaired, so I'm sorry if I sound chaotic.
Okay. Your son and your dad are together.
Somebody's using God's name and being behind me. I'll be quiet and I'll just sit here. I'll just sit here and be quiet. Can you please help me?
I can as soon as
you can.
No, I
Yes,
will.
sir. Can you please help me so we can go?
It's not Grace's responsibility. I'm here to help, but I'm not going to sit here and be berated.
I am not trying to berate you.
Here you go.
Thank you. That hit my foot.
Alright, so the next video takes place in a storage facility. So this guy goes in and you have to put a code in to enter, and this lady was right behind him and she entered with him. Now, I've never been to one of these storage facilities, so I don't know how it works, but he didn't like that she piggybacked off him. So him and his wife didn't like it and said something to her. Now, the wife goes upstairs to get whatever they came for while the husband called management, and that's where the recording of the video starts. But take a look and let me know what you think.
I don't know. She's taking pictures of us, so I'm taking a picture of her and I'm taking a picture of her car and license plate. We just were worried because she doesn't have access to the place and she came running in here. Now she's taking pictures of my car. I don't know why. What are you doing? I mean, do you have a place in here?
Where do you think I got this stuff from?
Well, why didn't you have a code to get in?
Who says I didn't have a code to get in?
Well, why did you piggyback off of us? Why didn't you put
What
in your
makes
own
you
code?
think I piggybacked off
Because we told you couldn't do that on piggyback off us, and you could have just gone out and put your code in and come in.
I think you should get out of my business. That's what's wrong with you
I'm
white
not
people.
worried.
You
I'm
spend
not
too much
worried.
time worried about other
yeah,
people.
it's always racist stuff, isn't it?
It's always racist stuff,
It's
isn't it?
always racist stuff, isn't it? Never mind. You know, if you want to, she says she's got a place in here, but she piggybacked off of us. She wouldn't use her own code for whatever reason. So now she's being, you know, it's the old racial card thing, you know, because she couldn't put her code in.
I would advise, just give her as much room as possible.
Okay.
What's she doing now? Is she just there, or is she?
Yeah, she's standing here staring at me. She's got a whole cart full of stuff. She's just standing here staring at me like she's, you know.
Do you think I stole this stuff from somewhere? Is that what you're implying?
I don't know. There's no gate to get out. It was just the door. We were concerned because she waited for us to pull up to run inside when we opened the door instead of putting her own code in. That's all we were worried about. Maybe she was stealing something from somebody else. But, you know, like I said, if it's no concern to you, it's no concern to me. But, you know.
With a pair of keys and a storage zone lock. I'm stealing something from someone because I have a extra space storage lock and I have a pair of keys to gain access to a unit. Why are you in my business? Why do you feel like you have the right to interrogate me? Why do you feel like I have to answer you? Why do you feel like that?
Listen, I'll let
Why
you
do
know,
you
okay?
feel like you have the right to
she's
question
a
me?
mess. She's a mess.
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
You're the one who's standing here questioning a stranger. You
You
don't know
piggyback-
me.
you
You should
piggyback
go to
off-
your storage
you
unit,
piggybacked
do
off
whatever
us.
you came here to do, and stop worrying about me. You're wasting a lot of time on
You
your lovely
piggybacked
4th
off-
of July.
you piggybacked
It's a
off
holiday,
us.
sir. You don't have things to do? You don't
Just
have
go
important
on.
stuff to do? Do you
Just
like
go
my
on
stuff?
your way.
You're standing here
You
looking
know,
and trying to see
steal
what I
whatever-
have?
Steal whatever you got.
Steal whatever I have,
You know.
and what makes you feel like I'm stealing?
Going on your way.
What makes you
because
feel like I'm
piggybacked
stealing?
off of us. You don't have a code
What
to
makes
get in
you
here.
What makes you feel like I'm stealing?
Don't.
Why would you
I don't
Why
wanna
would
hear
you say
that.
stealing?
I don't want to hear
Why would you
that.
say that? I never wanted to hear you. I never wanted to hear you.
Well, why'd you piggyback off us? Why didn't you let yourself?
Why did you start talking to me?
Because you piggybacked off of us.
Piggybacked off us.
Yes, you came in.
You're
when
so
we
excited. You're saying that with
we
so much
opened the
emotion.
door
Do
and
you
you
have
came running in.
anything
We
else
opened
to
the
do?
door and you came running in.
Do you have
And I
anything
figured
else
you
to
were-
do?
Yeah, you know,
Do you have anything else to do besides stand here and argue with me? You don't know me. You don't know me, sir. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
You don't know me either.
You don't know me, sir.
This lady's being
Look at you.
She's called you racist and all this. She's the one who piggybacked off of us.
Bye.
Let's go.
See ya. Happy 4th.
No, you're wrong.
Happy 4th.
No, ma'am. No.
She's a thief or something. You know, this is,
I'm a thief or something.
yeah, she can't use her own code. She's obviously a thief. You know?
I'm a thief or something, obviously.
She knows how to mock people, too.
Yeah, I know. She's saying I'm a racist and stuff like that.
See ya, Karen and Ken. See ya.
Piece of shit. No, I don't care. She's a piece of shit. She's calling me a racist.
Now he's calling me a piece of shit.
You know, she's a racist.
You're a bad, big bat, gorilla body.
Alright, the next video is pretty interesting, but I won't spoil it for y'all. But sometimes times are hard and you might have to take a second job like being an Uber driver or whatever you have to do. There's no shame in that at all because we all have families to feed. So this Uber driver gets pulled over by a cop and things get interesting. But let's take a look and let me know what you think.
So I'm driving Uber. My passenger's getting arrested.
Hey Bob, turn that off, okay?
No, I'll keep recording, thank you. You're a police officer on duty. I can record you. I can keep recording you.
Turn it off and take a jail.
For recording you? I'm sitting in my car holding my phone.
Record me.
What is the law?
Step out of the car.
What are you arresting me for?
Well, you better hope you don't find something in your car, okay?
They're not searching my car
Well, I'm
because
gonna search your car.
you're not searching my car. I know my rights.
Hey, I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man, do you want my bar card? Sir, can you tell me what this new law is that I'm not allowed to record?
Well, you said you were an attorney, correct?
I am. I've never heard of this law that you're not allowed to record the police anymore. It must be brand new.
Okay, well, they just recently passed it, but...
Like super recently? Seems like a strange law. I showed him my way.
Okay.
No, I'll keep recording. Thank you.
On February 26th, Brunswick County attorney and Uber driver Jesse Bright started recording when he got pulled over in Wilmington.
I explained that I was just an Uber driver and that, my passenger, I don't even know him.
He says the Wilmington police officer told Bright he had just taken his passenger to a known drug house.
Yeah, they questioned me about, what I was doing there, didn't seem to believe that I was an Uber driver.
Then he says the officer noticed Bright was recording.
Turn it off.
I can keep
Turn
recording
it
you.
Turn it off and take a jail.
Sergeant Becker told me it was illegal to film the police and told me to turn it off or he would take me to jail.
Bright did not stop.
I knew that he's just trying to coerce me to not film him anymore.
As an attorney, Bright says he tells all his clients to record interactions with law enforcement.
I didn't want to see anybody get fired or anything come of this. I really just want people to understand their rights.
Bright says his biggest concern is that this is happening often.
If he's willing to just directly lie to me and tell me, this is against the law to film the police, then it worries me. Most people, when they're given an order by an officer, they don't know that it's an unlawful order.
The Wilmington Police Department has launched an internal investigation.
The police department contacted me. He assured me that recording the police is within my right and that I didn't do anything wrong.
But Bright already knew that. He just wants to make sure you know that.
That you do have the right to stand up to police if you do so lawfully. If you're within your rights, you can tell an officer, no, I'm not going to do that. You don't have to be afraid to just listen to everything that they say.
In Wilmington, Hannah Patrick, WWAY News.
The New Hanover Sheriff says he also reviewed Bright's video and believes it is clear that officers were incorrect. Both the sheriff and Wilmington's police chief told us they invite citizens to take pictures and videos. As for that traffic stop, no one was arrested.
So lately there has been a lot of videos of people going into stores and just taking a bunch of stuff and running out. I even saw 1 or 4 people going into a restaurant and stealing crab legs. I forgot to save the video, but if I find it, I'll add it to a future video. But in this particular video, we have a guy that goes into an Apple store, I believe, and tries to take some phones. And honestly, the other customers feel secondhand embarrassment, and you'll see why. Check it out.
Baby, just go, honey. Just go. It's gonna be all right. Just go.
Let it go, brother. You're putting in way too much effort. It ain't even gonna be able to use it.
Alright, let's end things on a positive note. So this guy was sick and they had to get an ambulance for him. So what ended up happening is that while putting him in the ambulance, his dog was just there worried about him. The paramedics couldn't take the dog, so watch what happens next. Alright, that's about it for today. So if you enjoy any of those videos, let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite one. Also share with your friends on social media. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. And we out.